In the distant past, back in the days when the world made sense, actors in movies used to talk like normal human beings. You know, like this. Or like this. But it wasn't only epic gangster films and serious dramas that had great dialogue. You even on occasion had great dialogue in sci-fi films and action films.
It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and it absolutely will not stop, ever, until you are dead.
Anyway, because these characters sounded like real human beings, we used to believe the stories that they told. The stories seemed more real because the actors seemed more real. You know, more like us, the audience. But gradually, bit by bit, year by year, things started to change, roughly from the 1990s and on. Nowadays, adult men in movies sound like teenage girls from California.
Sounds like sounds like a date.
It's a date.
So it's a date.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
All right.
hey.
All right. Sorry, you were shaking. I was going.
There's a car. Shit.
But before we move on, there's probably something I need to clear up. What do I mean by cute? Well, the thing is, there ain't really a word for what I want to describe. But this word comes pretty close. Now obviously I don't mean cute in this sense. And not in this sense either. So I'm kinda using it in the North American slang sense of the term.
You're a captain, Ralphie, when I say you're a captain.
And I'm gonna turn up my hearing aid so I don't miss it.
Or you're gonna get cute with me.
So this is basically the third definition that you can see on the screen. Clever or cunning, especially in a self-seeking or superficial way. There's also this second definition that I found on AI Overview, and this comes pretty close to what I mean too. So derogatory or patronising, in brackets sarcasm, and it gives the example, don't get cute with me. A warning telling someone to stop being cheeky, clever or sarcastic. So that comes pretty close to what I'm talking about. But I'm also using it to indicate something broader than this. And that's telling rather than showing. The dialogue will actually tell the audience exactly how the actor is feeling. So as well as being quirky and odd, it's also very tedious and irritating.
Alright, I'm getting my courage up. I have 2 questions to ask you.
But cute dialogue also often involves things like goofy jokes,
Are you ever not going to fall for that?
which is littered with lots of pop culture references.
What? You look like Mary Poppins.
And having the ring or intonation of modern internet speech.
Have you met Wonder Woman?
I've never met her, but she did spend an entire party IFing me from across the room.
Sick.
Dude!
So this is when the priority for dialogue is that it's shareable and memeable. So it's a new type of dialogue that's shaped by the internet. In general, a type of dialogue that's very far removed from how real people talk. Yes, so cute was the best word I could come up with to describe all of that. So what's going on? Why is everyone so ironic and sarcastic all the time?
Avoiding stress isn't the secret.
What is it? Yoga?
Well, in my opinion, I think we have to go back to 1997 to a TV show called Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
So Buffy, how'd the slaying go last night?
Xander?
I mean, how'd the laying go? No, I don't mean that either.
Now, back in the day, I used to love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I rarely missed an episode. And I think you can definitely describe the dialogue as cute.
Stealthy.
But for some reason, it actually worked in the context of the show.
We're doing crime here. You don't sneak up during crime.
For one thing, it was actually pretty funny most of the time.
I personally don't think it's possible to come up with a crazier plan.
We attacked the mayor with hummus.
I stand corrected.
And the characters were all likeable and charismatic.
Good Lord, are you all right?
Peachy. Except my knee's bent backwards now.
But I think the main reason it worked was because the actors are all playing teenage characters. So being sarcastic and snarky never seemed out of place. The dialogue was actually a big reason why the show was so much fun to watch. But this sort of dialogue can quickly become annoying when it's less well written.
I think I swallowed my com badge.
Already?
Yeah.
And even more so when it's spoken by adults.
Anyone here a captain who resigned in disgrace? Oh wait, that's me.
So I think the problem of cute writing has something to do with good writing in an original film or TV show that then other less talented writers try to copy and fail at miserably. So at this point I think we need to talk about Joss Whedon, who was the writer for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Now in Avengers, Whedon was basically writing the same type of dialogue as he was with Buffy the Vampire Slayer in the 1990s. And again, I'd say this sort of dialogue works fairly well in the Avengers.
He's my brother.
He killed 80 people in 2 days.
He's adopted.
Because it does sort of suit the superhero genre.
You lack conviction.
I don't think
So that's what it does.
Like in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the jocular tone persists even in high stakes moments. Plus Whedon can actually write this sort of dialogue very well.
It's an honor to meet you. I watched you while you were sleeping. I mean, I was present while you were unconscious.
And actors like Robert Downey Jr. are actually very good at delivering these sort of lines.
Your work on anti-electron collisions is unparalleled, and I'm a huge fan of the way you lose control and turn into an enormous green rage monster.
Soon after the popularity of the Avengers, this became pretty standard dialogue for superhero movies in general. Just think of the type of dialogue you see from James Gunn in Guardians of the Galaxy.
You smiled, and for a second I got a warm feeling, but then it was ruined by those disgusting-ass teeth.
You like a professional asshole or what?
Pretty much a pro.
So Guardians of the Galaxy is another example where this style of dialogue actually works very well. It's self-conscious and ironical and snarky, but it works because it's all fairly clever.
It's just a metaphor, dude. His people are completely literal. Metaphors are gonna go over his head.
Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast. I would catch it.
I'm gonna die surrounded by the biggest idiots in the galaxy.
But I do think we also have to mention Quentin Tarantino.
And you know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in Paris?
They don't call it a quarter pounder with cheese?
Oh man, they got the metric system. They wouldn't know what the fuck a quarter pounder is.
And what do they call it?
They call it Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
So back in the 1990s, this was a new style of dialogue. It weren't really an attempt to write dialogue that sounded like gangsters actually speak in real life. You know, like Goodfellas.
Why don't you get yourself a nice girl?
I get a nice one almost every night, Ma.
Yeah, but get yourself a girl so you could settle down. That's what I
settle down almost every night, but then in the morning I'm free. I love you. I want to be with you.
Why don't you settle down?
This was a very self-conscious form of movie dialogue that was crammed to the brim with witty banter and pop culture references.
Well, we have to be talking about one charming motherfucking pig. I mean, he had to be 10 times more charming than that Arnold on Green Acres, you know what I'm saying?
Now, of course, the dialogue in Pulp Fiction was really great. But when this style of dialogue is imitated by less talented writers, it tends to be embarrassing and awful.
And why my lemon?
Because you're sour. No one likes lemons.
It's bollocks, mate. Lemonade, lemon drops.
Got a sore throat?
Lemon meringue pie.
When was the last time you ate a lemon meringue pie?
Lemon drizzle cake.
I'm sorry, are you talking about lemons?
Quite like lemons. I just heard code names.
So if you're familiar with these earlier films and TV shows, what comes afterwards can sometimes sound like the work of a lesser talent, like a Whedon or Tarantino tribute act. It seems like the past successes of original dialogue weigh heavily on modern screenwriters. They end up straining too hard and end up writing dialogue that sounds phony and derivative. Just take a look at this Star Wars comparison.
Reactor leak here now. Give us a few minutes to lock it down. Large leak, very dangerous.
Who is this? What's your operating number?
Boring conversation anyway.
Look, we're gonna have company!
Hi, I'm holding for General Hux.
This is Hux. You and your friends are doomed. We will wipe your filth from the galaxy.
Okay, I'll hold.
Now you can kind of see what they're going for, but the problem is they end up failing miserably. What's intended as a funny sequence just comes off as weird and embarrassing. I sometimes imagine a screenwriter turning up to a studio with a finished script in his hand. The dialogue is authentic and realistic, but the studio says it needs more jokes and more irony. The screenwriter asks why. Then the studio says something dumb, like it's just the way the industry is these days. After that, the same script then ends up being endlessly reworked by another screenwriter or 10, and then by introducing all sorts of jokes where they aren't really required, the finished product ends up as being awkward and embarrassing, with a tone that's confused and strange, and jokes that fall completely flat.
Oh, are you law enforcement?
I'm retired now, but I was.
Wow, that's amazing. Am I arrested? How does this work? I don't want to make you upset.
Now in closing, I should probably clarify a few things, because I do think this thing that I've been calling cute dialogue actually works very well in the superhero genre, because comic strip dialogue was always a bit like this, sort of quippy and irreverent. But this sort of dialogue does feel out of place when you see it in a drama, or any story that revolves around normal people doing normal things. For me, they instantly become less relatable, because they don't seem like real people. Now, I'm not one of those grumpy old bastards that says they don't know how to make good films anymore, because you still get films and TV shows with great dialogue. Dialogue that has the rhythm and cadence of ordinary speech.
I mean, he's always been like up and down, you know, like he's sensitive and he like sees people so clearly, you know, but then you say the wrong thing and like something switches. Or maybe it's not appropriate to talk about him.
No, what's not appropriate? You obviously got something going on between you and, he's clearly in pain.
I knew it was you. I knew it was your fucking idea.
You knew it. Yeah, of course you did. Of course, because it's all about you. All about you.
But you don't care about me. You don't care about my feelings. You just care about yourself and your dumb fucking friends and your stupid fucking fighting.
My stupid fucking fighting?
So I'm only really highlighting a fairly worrying or dominant trend.
Got some high boots down there. Stilettos at brunch. All right, girl.
So I do worry that this sort of dialogue is spreading and gaining ground. I'm also worried about the possibility that people will start talking like this in real life.
It would spoil the arc.
I hate that intro. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Dipping sauce. Product of Thailand. What is it?
I think I like it.
Oh dear. Oh, but what do I know? Lots of people seem to like it. Fucking hell. Now this might sound a bit like the old man yells at cloud meme, but I'm of the opinion that shouting at clouds is rather therapeutic.
I thought this was a singles brunch, not a supermodel brunch.
I've seen horrors that you've seen.